Who am I? I am my name, my body, or my brain. To whom this I is referring to? What could be more important or more fascinating than learning about ourselves and our true identity? Who we are. The simplest answer is that we are consciousness, or what we call the soul, which is the master of our body. Consciousness itself is a different subject that we will discuss later in the video. But for now, to make it easier to understand, you can think the body as a car and the consciousness or soul as the driver of the car. There is no problem when you know that you are a driver sitting inside the car and driving it. But the problem arises when, because of ignorance, the driver thinks that he is a car and not the driver of the car. Hence, he forgets his true identity. In the same way, you, that is, your consciousness, your soul, are the driver of your body and use it to perform all its bodily functions. Actually, it's been proven using quantum physics by the world-renowned scientists. But how? We'll see later. Let me give you an interesting example. Please note that I am using this example just to explain the concept to you. Suppose the doctor cuts the organ of a person one by one, starting with their legs and hands. That person will say, "You have cut my legs and my hands." Now the doctor continues to cut his organ to make his body shorter and shorter. Even then, he would say, "You have cut most of the organ of my body." Here the point is, where is this I present in the body? Who is saying that the organ of my body has been cut? When I say it's my hand, my heart, it's my brain, or it's my body, then what does this mean? This means that there is someone inside your body who is the owner of the whole body, which is separate from the body. This is why we don't say I am brain or I am body. This statement is exactly similar to when we say this is my phone or this is my car. While sitting in a car, we never say I am the car, which indicate I am neither the brain nor any organ of the body. I am someone who live in the body and use the body for different purpose. Coming back to the point, we are consciousness. So what exactly is consciousness? As best expressed by the theoretical physicist and experimental psychologist Peter Russell, the true and simple meaning of consciousness is the capacity for experience. Consciousness is the ability to have an inner experience. It is our internal world of thoughts, emotion, sensation, perception, and choices that make up the I, the little me in our mind, the sense of self inside us that has never changed since childhood. That is consciousness. When Western doctors say someone is conscious or unconscious, they really just mean awake or sleep. The patient is said to be unconscious under anesthetic and conscious when awake. However, this particular meaning is clearly a misnomer, because even when supposedly unconscious during sleep, coma, or under anesthetic, we still dream and are conscious of that experience. So our consciousness has not disappeared as implied. It has merely shifted to another state. Do you know that for every psychological term in English, there are 4 in Greek and 40 in Sanskrit? In the Sanskrit language of ancient spiritual India, there are approximately a dozen different words for consciousness. A dozen clearly delineate words with subtle nuance, which in English we can only loosely, clumsily call consciousness. This statement was by A.K. Kumraswamy. According to quantum physics, our bodies are mortal, but we are immortal. After the death of the body, the consciousness leaves the body and moves into another parallel universe. So the soul or consciousness is not the part of our body. It is separate from the body, or in other words, you can say it lives in the body. Some of us think we are just a human body made up of different elements and that life is simply a game of hormones and chemical reaction. After that, all this reaction stops and the game of life is over forever. But scientists have found that the game continues even after we die. It's our mortal body that dies, not our consciousness. Consciousness, it just leaves the body. Scientists initially used to believe that the brain generates all emotions. However, they discover that they were incorrect. Instead, there was someone guiding and controlling our bodies with the help of our brain, who was not a part of the brain. It's been found that there are small space between the pituitary gland and the hypothalamus, which is the location where our consciousness is present. It is the location where you are present in your body, and from here you use your brain to control your whole body as a machine. Stuart Hameroff and Roger Penrose, who are the leading researchers in the field of human consciousness, now agree that consciousness is nothing but information stored at the quantum level. According to the Roger Penrose and his team, this quantum information is carried by protein-based microtubules, which are structure component of human cell. It is at the subatomic level where quantum information is stored. After the death of a person, this quantum information can exist outside the body forever as a soul. Many researchers, including the renowned Max Planck Institute for Physics in Munich, has also supported this idea by Roger Penrose. I hope you now have the fundamental understanding of who you are. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Please share your thoughts in the comment section. And as I previously stated that consciousness is a separate topic that I'll attempt to explore in part 2 of this video, because you'll never know your true identity unless you comprehend what consciousness is. Both quantum physics and human consciousness are fascinating topic, so make sure you turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out my next video. Thank you for staying with me all the way to the finish of my video. Stay spiritual until I see you in my next video.